Hello everyone. Mark this on your calendar. April 6th, 2025. The day I've come to you with another Nerf review. It's been, like 4 months? I don't know. Also, if it looks like I'm looking above you most of the time, it's probably because I am. Like, I'm looking at my eyes. Because my screen is like this much higher than my webcam. The avid user of eyes would see I've already opened this in advance. Because I wanted to test this thing before I used the camera for a Nerf review. This is the Adventure Force Cricket Pro. This is made by Dart Zone. Adventure Force is the Walmart brand that a lot of blasters fall under sometimes. So they're exclusively sold at Walmart. And there's a little hole right here that you can use to fidget. You can use your handsies to slap this thing up. Or you can hit this button right here. It says lock. It is the lock button. So usually takes a little bit of effort. It pops up, right? But you hit this button and it free falls. No button. Hit the button. Now, this says load, right? Probably. It says it, yeah, it says it on both sides. Not sure if you can really see it. You push this down, the barrel flips down. And you see, you can't, like, do it. You can't pull down the brake action unless you have this pressed, because this little catch right here, it goes into this little trough right there, and it catches it. So it locks it in place. And this folds down to resting positions. Well, 3. Up, diagonally, at a, I guess more of a 55-degree angle. It's 45, then drops down. Then usable. On the left side, there is a safety. It goes down, you can't use it. It goes up, you can press the trigger. Now, there's already 2 Adventure Force. These are just the normal, like, half darts. It comes with half darts. It comes with, I think, 4. This is $7 at Little Walmart. So, get those 2 out of there. Basically, this is a surprisingly hefty trigger pull. If you were doing it like this, it wouldn't be no problem. You know, it's normal. And you can use, since it has no dart posts, you can use normal darts. You can shove them in like, oof. It's a really tight barrel for what it is. And this has no sight. Yeah, it's hard to aim, but it does come with a giant Picatinny rail, which I don't think is compatible. Nope, not with Nerf N-Strike. I think, no, that's Elite. Not with Nerf Elite, but you can pull out this fake plastic sight you got from a toy at Walmart, well, Amazon. Slap this thing on here, and you're over-equipped for your Nerf battle. Very over-equipped. When this is on here, there we go. Oh, yeah. This attachment is not included because it don't need to be. So unnecessary. This side on here is so heavy that it actually brings the barrel, like the barrel holder, down. So this is actually extremely useless. But we'll load in an included Adventure Force half dart. Load that in here like this. So it goes pretty much flush with the top of the barrel there. Flip it up. Pull that back. And what I like to do is I like to have my my pointer finger in the hole and my middle finger on the trigger on the very bottom, so that I don't have to readjust my hand as much. So this thing is not really built for accuracy too much. And I'm pretty sure this scope is like off, so, well, people get mad at me if I say scope, because it's technically an ACOG sight, I think. You don't need to do the break action, though. It has a really good seal, so I like to do that. And it's super hard to aim. Like, if you could see my hand shaking there, like, that's because the trigger pull on this is actually kind of annoying to do, especially with your middle finger. But if you use a X-Shot normal dart, it's right at the end here and comes out a little bit. It looks cool. But yeah, it's kind of hard to aim. On their website, it has a like a little section to compare like darts to, and accuracy was not high on the list there. But like, it's made for half darts, but you can shoot normal length perfectly fine. I think I did hit the clock there. And these are some hole darts I cut down to be short darts, half length. And this thing is super fun to shoot. I don't know where that went. This is supposed to shoot at 120 FPS. If you use a Nerf Hyper Round, barely seat that in there. In the middle of my Nerf Hyper Round demonstration, apparently the plunger tube little primer there, T-primer, hit the space bar, so I gotta be careful about that. If you seat the Nerf Hyper Round in there very gently, it shoots terribly. There we go. It shot terribly, just like I said. I found this on the floor. It kind of, it's like the end of an earbud. I don't know why I have this, but like, I thought it'd be kind of fun to try to see what it'll do. But I now know that it's like a tiny bit too small. It has a clear barrel, so you can like see what's going on there. It's not gonna do nothing. Oh, there it goes. Actually, that was cool. Anyways, yeah, this thing's supposed to shoot about 120 FPS, according to Dart Zone's own website, and it's $7, man. It's $7. Great fidget toy. Pretty strong. Always love me some break actions. Oh, also, the hole, if you can see there, is kind of moving with it. So if you put your finger in there, it's going to jam up. So you can't really fling this out, then just kind of like flick it up. Right? You can do that, then bring your fingers off there and kind of hit it up a little bit. But like, if you're right-handed, maybe, I don't really know. I'm not right-handed. I'm left-handed. So yeah, well, you can hit the button and flick up. Pretty cool. This thing can go in your pocket really easily. My tape measure's gone, so we'll use this industrial pin. I'd say probably about 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches. Okay, this is a better comparison here. The scope is bigger than the actual firearm. This stick of deodorant is about the same size, actually. So that just goes to show how small it is. It can go in your pocket really easy. The palm of your hand is bigger. If you can fit your hand in your pocket, you can fit this. So like it'd be good to kind of clip like this because it locks into position. Works really good, actually. I can put that there. And, you know, I cannot tell if I hit that. But anyways, the priming weight is actually about the same, I'd say, as the Nerf Rival Pilot. You can do it, but I don't think it's pinky primable here. You can do 2 fingers pretty easy, but I don't think pinky prime. No. And I guess that's technically cheating because I had part of my hand on it, but my pinky held most of the weight of the prime. Let me show you how easy that is. Yeah, this thing's so light, it's just that easy. And then if you're fast enough, you can actually see it didn't even go up. That's how like smooth that is. No weight at all on that. Oh, something else you can do here is the box is over there. Woe is me. Once you rip these 4 out. Oh wait, hold on. I haven't even looked at the box. Silly me. I don't think I need to explain English to you that much. Yeah. If you want chronograph readings, go to Wacom S7. Sorry if that was quiet. You can load 2 or 3. The third one comes out to there, and it shotguns it perfectly, actually. Okay, so that was 3. 2. It shot it so hard, one of them actually came back. Of course, this thing is built for the good old half-dart scratch break there. Also, I do notice this lighting is absolutely booty cheeks, so I apologize for that. Where'd you go? Come back, I need you. Came out of the barrel. Yeah, when I did that, it came out the barrel there. I know I seated it right. That's cool. Do they all do that? If it's not primed? Don't look like it. Only the one that seats really good stays in there, but also I'm not sure if this thing really has any safety to it. So I wouldn't be doing like dry firing it a lot because I'm not sure if it has a safety mechanism. I assume it does because Dart Zone is pretty good engineers. Also, remember to keep this folded up when you're using it, or you'll be like I just did, and while you're pulling, it'll try to adjust where your weight's going, and then you'll slip off. So that's what I did there. If you, for some reason, don't want to shoot the dart, I don't know why you wouldn't, but like, you can just like, since it's a good barrel, you can okay, cool. Slide that thing in there. That is a really tight fit on that one. But yeah, there isn't really much else to say because this is like the introduction to like Adventure Force Pro, right? So it's not meant to be that advanced. It's basically the Dart Zone Max Solo, but the what's it called? The Alpha Strike? Yeah, it's the cheap ones. It's basically the Alpha Strike version of the Solo, which means tighter trigger. I never had the Solo, but I assume the tighter trigger. I assume this isn't really as much quality. I haven't seen any metal besides the screws. Really nice design on it, though. I enjoy that. And I love everything they did to this. Because you have the brake action there, folding there, with the button or without the button. It's a good design. I don't know how they fit like this much power into a frame this small. Because it's just slightly bigger than a Jolt and shoots almost twice as hard. So kudos to them for that. One more shot for the road. I don't know why some darts fit really snug and other ones don't. But yeah. Really though, like 1000% would recommend buying this. I just wouldn't let any small children use it much. Because, 120 FPS. Especially if you're like me and you make your own, like, half-length darts out of, like, the ones that are, like, the hard plastic, completely solid. Like, those going 120 FPS on bearskin would hurt really bad. But some like the Adventure Force Pro darts that come with it, those are fine. It doesn't hurt that much. The full-length darts probably are going about 80. And they don't really hurt. I kind of hit my finger there, so, like, I don't think that's really a fair comparison. Like, a real... doesn't hurt. Those are the suction cup darts, but, like, it's fine. These things are shooting so powerful. This was a completely new one, and it, like, put some wear on it. I know you can't really see it there, but it, like, kind of dented it a little. If you're not pushing all the way down, it's not really going to do much. It's going to kind of have friction on it. Won't make it as fluid. But if you have it all the way down, it'll, Anyways, with that said, this has been DreamMaster, and I'll see y'all next time.